Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is John Honey. So today we will be talking about overrated business ideas. And in 2020, around the month of March when COVID-19 struck, our lives changed. Every person's life changed in one way or another. But if there's one good thing that happened with COVID 19, it is that it gave us the insight that we cannot have one stream of income. So, today in this video, we will be talking about business ideas that are overrated in Kenya. And by overrated, I do not mean that they have no chances of success. By overrated, I mean that people value them highly and think that because they are these kinds of business ideas, they are not bound to fail. The truth is that most often than not, people end up not doing enough research on what needs to be done or put into this business to prevent them from failing. So let's get right into the video. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly consider doing so. And so like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let's get right into it. The first business idea that I will be talking about is the common one that has so much potential, and this is the Mutumba business. So, Mutumba, every person who's thought about starting a business, most of them go for the Mutumba business because people will always dress up, people will always want to look good. However, when people are starting these businesses, as per my observation and from my research, I've realized that people do not look into the various things that affect the outcome and the profitability of the business. So the Mutumba business does not thrive anywhere. So with this one, I will say that the most and the greatest factor is lack of specialization. You will find that, like, I open up a business, a Mutumba business, and I'm selling children's clothes, I'm selling men's clothes, I'm selling women's clothes. I've not picked what I want to specialize in, even as I do this Mutumba business. I believe that if you want your Mutumba business to thrive and do really well, you have to think about, are you selling women's clothes specifically, or are you selling children's clothes specifically? The other reason why Mutumba businesses fail is because people do not think about where they're going to get their clothes. Because with this business, people want to look good, and nobody wants something that does not look good. So if you go get clothes from a supplier who does not get clothes from a good place, you end up with clothes that are not sellable. Let me just use that word. I don't know whether it's in the dictionary. So that is one business. And the reason why I'm saying that it is overrated is because we often think that it is bound to succeed no matter what. The other business, number two, is the food vending business. So there's this notion that everybody wants to eat, and that's the truth. You must eat if you're at work and if you're outside. Food vending business is overrated, and in my opinion, most of this business end up failing because of some of the things that are similar to what I have said about the Mutumba business. Like some people will fail to even specialize in what they are selling as food. So, in my opinion, if you want to do the food vending business, you must also specialize as well. You just can't pick up anything and run with it. So the other reason why this food vending businesses fail fail is the lack of capital, because now with lack of capital, presentability of your food and the mode of serving is different. We- well, there are these people who sell food stuffs at schools, and most of that people don't, and mijengos, construction sites. Most of these people don't mind about the appearance and the packaging, but the truth is that in other places, people really mind how you present your food. You have to also be presentable, you have to be clean, so that people don't think that the food is prepared uh, in a dirty place. So even the place that you're preparing this food has to be presentable, and this will take capital. So one thing that I have seen people do is I think that a food vending business will succeed even when they do not have the place that they're preparing this food is presentable. So reason why I'm saying this vending business is overrated is people think that they can get away with presentability, that they can get away with the kind of food they are cooking, that you can just wake up in the morning and run with any sort of food and start cooking, and that business will work. So the other business that is overrated as well is the Mpesa business. And the truth is that people think that this business will work automatically because people need to withdraw money, or people need to deposit or use M-Pesa services with regards to money. So when you think about being an M-Pesa agent, please do more research, work on finding a good location for your business, because the truth is that thinking that this business is bound to work is overrated. That is not the case. These businesses don't work anywhere. You need to be patient with your business. A bad location will mess your business up, because businesses could take 6 months to a year for them just to stand up on their feet. And the fact that you're in a bad location will dim the chances of that business succeeding. Now we're going to talk about butcheries. I think people have the notion that people will always eat meat no matter what. And my opinion is that that notion is uh, kind of a misinformation, because the truth is that, in a way, people will always choose maybe your butchery because they think it's clean, because you have good quality meat, and the location will affect your business. A butchery will not thrive in any kind of location. The butcheries that thrive the most are the ones that are around recreational spaces. By recreational, let me just specify and say around bars, around places where people go to lounge and sit down. These businesses will work because you will have people requesting for meat, for you to cook meat for them and serve them. So you will not have, you will not make, you're highly likely not to make losses in such kinds of environments, because you will have people eat meat, you will have people come buy meat to go cook in their homes. So the location matters a lot. The other thing that matters a lot is the capital that you have, because you will need people to prepare the meat, you will need people to cut up the meat, you will need to have your butchery look extremely clean, because this is also another form of business where presentability matters. This is a food item. you will need to have the place that you're doing this business really presentable and clean. So that is another thing. For butcheries, you really have to think about the capital, because you will have to buy freezers just to freeze the meat. In the butchery business, you also have to get, if you're not versed with how to get meat that does not have too much waste, you have to get someone or an employee who can do that for you. Because if the amount of waste meat surpasses the amount of meat that can be sold to people that is consumable, you will end up making losses. So the butchery business does not necessarily work automatically. So these are some of the things that people overlook, and that's why I'm calling it an overrated business. So the other business that we will be talking about is the convenient shop. So a convenient shop is the local shop where you can go get mafuta, you can get unga, you can get everything that you can use in the house. So what makes these businesses fail mainly is because of failure to do your research on the location. Because if your business is located in a place where people do not traffic frequently, you end up making losses, because now it's difficult for you to have new customers. These convenient shops, there's a great problem when it comes to the profit margins, because like when you sell unga, you might be making a profit of 10 shillings. So where your shop is located is important, because your profit margins are minimal, and you need to have many people who are frequenting your shop to make profits that are helpful to you. So, with a convenient shop, I think the location is important for both uh, your shop and yourself, because with businesses, you have to be very patient. And for a convenient shop, if there's no traffic at all, some of these things have expiry dates, and you will need to have people buy them before they expire, because consumer laws prohibit selling of goods that are not consumable. Those are the businesses that I think are overrated, and not because that they do not work, but because people think that they will work regardless. Thank you so much for staying this far into the video. If you're here to subscribe, kindly consider doing so.